Personally, I wanted to just do a 1v1 race in Jamaica. I don't like easy races. I hate them. I don't like going to the small races, the Florida relays. Me and Kishane, right next to each other, lane by lane, just us two dueling it out. I feel like we could have sold out the crowd. For sure.
Sent off. Great start for Walanda Balaza. Kishane Thompson now gets into his running. Oblique Seville left behind. Kishane
Thompson got away well. Kishane Thompson in control. A team play.
Thompson and Oblique Seville. Kishane Thompson crossed to the line. 988.
The men's 100 meters at the Tokyo World Championships is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic sprint showdowns in recent history. Three men stand at the center of it all: Kishane Thompson of Jamaica, Noah Lyles of the United States, and Oblique Seville, Jamaica's rising star. Together, they represent speed, power, and pressure in its purest form. The numbers say one thing, the rivalries say another, and the fans are already divided. History tells us that one man should already have this title locked up. But the World Championships are notorious for tearing up predictions and exposing weaknesses. On that starting line, it won't matter what happened earlier in the season. All that matters is who can survive 100 meters under the weight of the world. The men's 100 meters has always been sprinting's crown jewel, the race that defines careers, eras, and legacies. From Usain Bolt's unforgettable reign to Justin Gatlin's shocking 2017 gold, to Christian Coleman's 2019 dominance, the title of world's fastest man has changed hands in moments of breathtaking drama. Now, in 2025, the torch is about to be passed again. Three names dominate every conversation. Kishane Thompson, the Jamaican rocket, who has already blasted to 9.75 seconds, the fastest time in the world this year. Noah Lyles, America's sprint king, who owns back-to-back world championship golds despite never being the statistical favorite going in. And Oblique Seville, the consistent Diamond League performer who has quietly forced his way into this elite trio. This isn't just another race, it's the battle that will decide who carries the sprint crown into the next era. History tells us the World Championship final is unforgiving. Since 2015, no man has won gold without running under 9.92. To make the podium, 9.95 or faster is the baseline. And to win, 9.80 or better is the golden standard. Out of an entire decade of finals, only twice has anyone broken into the 9.7s in a championship race. Christian Coleman's 9.76 in Doha and the unforgettable 2024 battle, where both Thompson and Lyles dipped under 9.80. The shockwave this season came when Kishane Thompson lowered that standard again, clocking 9.75, a time that sits right on the edge of Usain Bolt territory. With that mark, Thompson became the only active sprinter proven to run at the speed history says is unbeatable. Noah Lyles' 9.79 gives him a foothold in that golden zone, but Seville's 9.81 shows he still needs something new to cross into true championship-winning territory. As soon as Thompson's 9.75 went viral, the backlash began. Some fans crowned him Bolt's successor on the spot. Others scoffed, arguing that numbers don't equal medals. After all, Noah Lyles has 2 straight golds, both times beating men with faster seasons' bests. The debate exploded on social media, with highlight reels comparing Thompson's textbook start to Lyles' ferocious closing speed. Seville's supporters fired back too, pointing out his unmatched consistency across the Diamond League, where he has repeatedly taken down world-class fields. The media leaned into the controversy, branding it a 3-man war and sparking endless arguments about who really deserves to be called the favorite. That's the backlash of sprinting. One performance can crown you a legend in the public eye, but until you deliver in the biggest race of the year, it's all just noise. And in Tokyo, the noise will either be silenced or amplified. What the public doesn't always see are the subtleties behind the numbers. Thompson's season looks flawless, but his dominance hides a story of calculated restraint, choosing his races carefully and peaking when it matters. He's lost only once all season in his very first 100 meters, and has looked untouchable ever since. Lyles, meanwhile, remains a paradox. His starts continue to lag behind the elite, leaving him playing catch-up in the first 40 meters. Yet his strength over the closing stretch is unmatched, the very skill that carried him to 2 world titles when everyone else thought he was beaten. Seville's hidden battle is psychological. With a personal best of 9.81, he knows he must deliver something he has never produced before, and do it under the suffocating weight of world championship pressure. Behind the calm exterior, every athlete is fighting doubts, strategies, and nerves that will decide their fate long before they step into the blocks. It's easy to frame Tokyo as a three-man battle, but the reality is there are 8 lanes in the final, and history always leaves room for spoilers. Kenny Bednarek has already proven his threat, running 9.79 this year and defeating Seville head-to-head. South Africa's Akani Simbine has been in multiple global finals and even taken down Thompson earlier this season when the Jamaican was still sharpening. Courtney Lindsay and Ferdinando Manila both have the raw speed to push into medal contention if the big names falter. Even the veterans like Jarnell Hughes can't be counted out. The fact is, sprint finals are fragile. A stumble, a slow reaction, one false lean, and a medal can slip away in an instant. While gold looks destined for Thompson, Lyles, or Seville, the fight for silver and bronze could be chaotic. Rivals don't need to beat everyone. They just need to run the race of their lives at the right time. Head-to-head clashes this season have drawn the battle lines. Thompson has already beaten Seville. Seville has claimed wins over Lyles. And Lyles, while beaten by both, has handled everyone else. It's a triangle of dominance that leaves no room for error. Thompson holds the time advantage with his 9.75, proving he can run into a zone only a handful of men in history have touched. Lyles carries the championship edge, the ability to surge when it matters most, to dip at the line and steal victory. Seville stands as the consistent wildcard, always present, always threatening, but to prove he can climb into the 9.7 bracket when it truly counts. The turning point will come down to execution. Championships aren't about who runs the fastest overall, they're about who delivers on one perfect day. And with 3 men built so differently, one mistake could swing the gold from Kingston to Florida and back again. The stakes in Tokyo are massive. For Kishane Thompson, victory would cement him as Jamaica's new sprint king, the natural heir to Usain Bolt, finally delivering the island a world title in the post-Bolt era. For Noah Lyles, a 3rd consecutive world gold would elevate him into American sprinting's pantheon, placing him alongside legends like Carl Lewis as one of the few Americans to dominate the 100 at the global level. For Oblique Seville, a win would be life-changing. The validation of years of near misses, the answer to critics, and the moment Jamaica confirms it has more than one star to carry the torch. Even for the outsiders, a medal could reshape careers, opening doors to sponsorships, fame, and legacy. Every sprinter on that line knows that 10 seconds can define their life story forever. And that's why the pressure in Tokyo will feel heavier than ever. So who claims the crown in Tokyo? History says Kishane Thompson. The record books say 9.75 is untouchable on this stage. Championship pedigree says Noah Lyles, the man who always finds a way to finish first when the world is doubting him. And momentum says Oblique Seville, who has finally pushed himself into the conversation as Jamaica's next great sprinter. But track and field has never cared about predictions. The only thing that matters is the starter's gun, the drive phase, and who's in front at the line. And in a race this close, it could come down to a dip, a lean, or a blink of an eye. One man will leave Tokyo as a legend. The others will walk away with questions. The only certainty is this: the world will be watching when sprinting's new chapter is written, and the story could change in less than 10 seconds.